Oh, what's up, guys? It's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks or something. Um, since I've streamed, I think almost 2 weeks. But I'm back, and it's good to be back. Um, yeah, I've been sick basically. It was not fun. Um, so a couple weeks ago, I was gonna stream as normal on Tuesday, but I just had like a really sore throat, and I was like, I'm not gonna sit and talk for like an hour or 2 hours with a sore throat. That's gonna be a bad idea. So I was like, I'll just not stream and do it next week. But then the following Sunday, I woke up and my throat was like 10 times worse than it had been up until that point. Um, and my nose was just completely blocked. There was so much pressure in my nose and in my head. I had an awful headache, and that sort of carried over across the next day or two. And I was like, I'm not streaming again because it hadn't gone away. But it's been getting better slowly. I don't know if you can still sort of hear. I might be a little bit. I might still have a little bit of a blocked nose. I am blowing my nose quite a lot still, so I don't know if you can still hear that in my voice, but I'm good anyway. Yo, what's up, Skelly? Your level got rated yesterday? Nice. Congrats. It's a good feeling. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be building a level as well. I wasn't sure I was gonna build a build any more levels until 2.2. I mean, I know that's like a difficult thing to judge because who knows when that's coming out, but I feel like it's gonna be like somewhat soon. I don't know if I'm being too hopeful, but it feels like it's fairly likely to be sometime this year. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do more building, but Jam Attack has announced a new creator contest, and I thought it was pretty interesting, so I started playing around in the editor again and trying to put something together. So we're going to be doing that. Basically, the contest is you have to only use the grid spaces in the editor, which kind of gives some interesting sort of things that you need to do to work around that. I'll sort of explore what I've already done. Let's open GD and sort of take a look. Right. There we go. There it is. So, basically, everything has to be snapped to the grid. So, you'll see, like, this is snapped in place, right? So, the rules of the contest basically dictate that doing small moves like this is not allowed. You have to have it on the grid. You can half space it, so I could do that if I wanted to, but I could not go anywhere in between these two. So that's the sort of idea there. You'll see that every block is perfectly aligned on the grid as well. The only exception is for invisible objects and triggers. So you'll see like these triggers here, for example, are not centered in the block, but that's fine. That doesn't matter. And then in terms of movements, all of these movements have to have exactly a multiple of 5. So it has to be, this one is -10, This one is 10. I could do 15. I could do 20 if I wanted, but I couldn't do something like 11 or 12 or anything in between those values. It has to be an exact multiple. So that's kind of how that, how the rules work, if that makes sense. Which has given me a sort of interesting idea for to make all of this themed around sort of grids, I guess. Like I'm kind of making the blocks checkered in this part, which I thought was cool. It has that sort of angular design. As well, all of the rotations are multiples of 90 degrees. So they have to be exact. So what that's doing is basically it's making these all flick around at various intervals. So I'll show you that in a minute. Yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. I guess I should run through the level. I've got some, like, these are, like, snapping between different states as well. And so are the grid is, like, flipping color as well. I don't know if you can sort of see, but, like, here it's light here and dark here, but then it shifts to dark and then light. It's maybe a bit easier to see here, where these two full sort of diamond-shaped things in the middle are the darker shade, and then they're lighter. You can sort of easily see the flick between them. I don't know. It's not particularly noticeable in the level, but anyway. Yeah, I like the sort of way this is working. It's a cool. Okay, that I still had that selected. I was a bit confused as to why it was green, but anyway, I'll show you how this sort of plays out. So I thought having the sort of movements, or the blocks sort of snapping back and forth, and here as well. So this is the bit that I'm going to be building today. This ship section, and maybe a bit of the wave. I have got a angled bit there, so it works there. But yeah, there's like sort of bits where you'll see these orbs sort of glitching. I mean, this moves at direct intervals. Move times 0, and it just moves down. So the way that kind of works, I think, is cool. And yeah, you can see all of the orbs are sort of glitching around, which I don't know, I thought was cool. Of course, all of that is with exact multiples of 5. So yeah, it has to be like that. There is a few where there's 10 as well, but it kind of works. So yeah, it's cool. I think this is like a cool idea that's sort of coming out of this. This is interesting as well, because normally if I wanted to get this effect where there was only these sort of like bumpy actual spike parts here, I would probably do something like this. But of course, you see I'm having to use that to achieve it. And then if there was a ground, then like, let's move over to some free space. You can see sort of how that gets the same effect, right? But I'm not doing that because that does not adhere to the rules. I'm gonna put the music back on. Here we go. So what I'm actually doing is these are these blocks, right? Like, let's put the default colors on. You can see it a bit more. It's this block basically. These are like 2.0 like deadlocked blocks, so they're used in Deadlocked a little bit, I think, but yeah, it's basically just that with invisible part, and then yeah, there you go. Put it down like that. It like fits perfectly to these blocks. I do have another one there just because sometimes you get this little gap, which is annoying, but you don't get that there. But yeah, it's like the perfect height for this object, so it works really well. I was glad to find something that works with that, so that's good. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be sort of just chilling and building some things here. Where is? So basically, just have to like copy the design over. There's a little bit of a weird glitch where you'll see it's not like checkered. It's sort of not working, but if you go in and out, then it fixes itself. It's just some weird sort of bug with copying things that are triggered to be invisible. Yeah, this should work. Yeah, you'll see the same thing happens there. But it is possible to fix, I think, if you just sort of like get rid of the thing and put it back, and there you go. Anyway. We'll copy it over to here. And then we need to make this 2, and then we can start putting it on the other objects. Well, they sort of like naturally fix it themselves, or some of them do. These aren't fixed. I don't know why that happens, but we'll exit out, and there we go. That looks good. So, just gonna untick that. Cool. Just realised that this one does not have any of this, any of the these shadows. Right, that should be good. And then it's basically the same thing, but this is 2, I believe. Cool, so we're going to just throw that in. Right, again, to make sure I copy the values. Just gonna sort of fill in the details that I haven't got yet, and then maybe we'll move on to the the wave part. Do they all have something now? They do. Oh, that one's still missing. It's this sort of thing. Yep, they all match the blocks. Right, cool. I'm gonna do the glow now, make sure they all have glow. So this one doesn't. No, I don't actually want to copy the inside, so... Now that's going to be 2. Okay, I thought I accidentally copied the values for a second, but it didn't work. That looks good. This one doesn't have any though. But it does look like it's sort of... I think I've sort of mimicked this design. And it should be the same... Yeah, it's all group 3. And that's not it. Do they all have glow now? Looks like it. Awesome. Take off glow and don't fade. I want these. Very nice. I'm gonna copy this one as well. Just slightly change it around. Looks good. I can do the same, but this should be 2, I believe. Yup. That's gonna be 2 as well, so is that. Let's copy that first. Oh, I don't need any more of that. Or do they all have outlines? No, they don't. I'm missing one right there. Let's copy the values of what I've already got. Once again, I'm going to make sure the glow is off. Okay, they all don't fade. Nice. Everything's looking good. I think there's just one more thing. Well, other than the 3D lines. There's the 3D bits, but then there's also the interior, which is like this. Which is not on most of the objects. I'm gonna ignore the 3D for now and do that after I do all this glow. So... need to sort that out then. This is the only block on this, on like the bottom half of the screen that is a group 2. All the others are 3, I just realised. But that's what makes the gameplay work better. I tried to make it so that whenever you're flying, things open up rather than get narrower for the player. So you'll see here, the blocks are close together, but just before you fly through them, they actually open up, so you have more space. It's not supposed to be a difficult level. It's probably going to be like 5-star, maybe 6-star. So I like every time you'll see here as well, as you're gonna fly through here, it opens up midway through you flying through there, because I don't want the level to sort of be unfair, where you're gonna like fly through and then the blocks move towards each other and kind of catch you off guard. So here they open up. Yeah, it kind of works quite nice. And they open up there as well as you fly through the portal, which gives you a little bit of extra room moving into the wave. I feel like that all works out really nicely. Okay, let's copy these. We'll do that one later. Two. Alright, I should have like grouped these into like another layer, but that's fine. Now I can essentially just copy the values and do that. Although this needs to change, but that's fine. This one needs to be 2. Just copy the values of that. I just pasted the state that I didn't want to. Okay, oh, and this is a little bit tricky because there's actually 2 things layered here. So let's start with these. Oh, you know what? I can just copy. I can just copy and do that. But not like that. Yeah. Okay. Basically just got to do the same thing here. But once again, it's 2 instead of 3. Okay, that seems like it's worked out. Yep, everything's moving as intended. Right now we need to do the top of all this stuff, which is a bit annoying. But here we go. That one. as well. Okay, so same thing, but this should be 3. Right, that looks good. This is going to be a little bit easier as well. Sort of do all of the outlines here. And then if we copy and make that 3, then that'll work on there. And on here, that's it. Same thing goes for this. We can just copy that and copy that. Just move it over there. Make it 3. Put it there. Put it there. I think that's it. Other than that, there has to be another one like that. I think that's it. Actually, one more double check. Yeah, go on, speed off. Don't phase on. That's cool. Yeah, and look at that. Okay, there's like one bit that somehow got moved all the way over here, but let's get rid of it. So next I need to put the spikes in, I guess. I'm just going to copy the sort of general ground across the top and the bottom. Yep. And then this, like, extra stuff. Yeah, that's what we want. Oh, I don't like that I don't like the way that goes over that. Just copy all of the lines. Make sure that there'd be 2. That should work. that work? Yeah, I don't want this to like overlap because then you get some weird like bits going inside the blocks there, so you kind of have to give room for that. But this seems to be working. Yep. We might also just stick something like that in there, so it's like a little bit more broken up. And we'll do the same thing over here. With a few different things. Yeah, okay, if we just do that. So, I don't know how I'm gonna, like, get from this to this. I could just do a block here. Or I could have this move down. Oh yeah, and by the way, there are also invisible things here. These are invisible spikes, because of course. Just having these blocks here doesn't kill the player. So you gotta have that as well. I'm gonna take these and move them. Ah, 18, I guess. It's like a free layer. Just I need them out of the way. So like on 15, I can put these. Just in the gaps, just in case the player somehow manages to slide along the top or the bottom of the screen. Don't need them. Awesome. That's looking pretty good. I like having the color there. Yeah. The sneaky coin up there as well. Alright. I also want to add saw blades, but I might like change them up from these ones. Haven't really thought about that much. And I guess arrows or some sort of like pulsing objects in the middle. I do want to like put these in somewhere, but like I don't know. It's like that. Something like that. I probably want like a moving background of some sort. I have a very simple one here, which is just literally repeated things here. But I mean, if that's kind of the point is that it fits the theme of just a repetitive, equally spaced sequence. Let's look at the source. What have we got? Because I like the simple sort of design of these ones. But I don't know if I should change it up a bit, because of course I change up the block design. Even if I keep elements like the spikes. Let's play through it and... Okay, we get that green trail. So we can kind of see, alright, let's go to like 1953. I feel like I could do something like that, but remember they have to be half spaced at a minimum. Link them. I don't know if this works, but something like that. I mean, I don't know if I want it to, like, follow a path. I had, like... Where are they? I had these. Which fit the theme a bit more, actually, because they're square. You know, maybe if I had these dotted around. It might... I don't know, that might work. I don't know, something like that. Let's just see how it looks. I don't know, it's not like bad, but it just feels a bit lazy to me. These are always the bits that I struggle with in levels, I feel like. Just some of the small details. Like, I've got like a block design and stuff down, and I think it's pretty solid, but there's just some more details that can be added, and I always sort of struggle to think of what to add. These extra things. I think there's that. I can do that around some of the objects. So like if I made that 3, for example, this is 3, right? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe on the ground. Still group free. Kind of cool to have sort of pulsing bits at the bottom. See, maybe I could do something like this instead of Yeah, instead of these. Look at that. Where's... Okay, so first of all, this has to be 5. No, not 5. 4. This has to be 5. I mean, that's pretty simple, but... What layer are they on? 12. Like, that kind of... It's kind of what I'm thinking. Get these rotations in place. Like that. That works. Kind of. I feel like that should be bigger. If that's the case, and that should be not that, but copy the values and do like this or something. So not that, because that looks bad. What if I did that? Oh, that's kind of cool, look. What if it's just that, but 5? Just like another one of it. Like splits. I'm also gonna make 5 full color. Just like that. I don't know, something about that is kind of cool, but I don't really like the shape it makes. Like, it doesn't fit the theme. It's not. It's like a star shape. Like, it's cool how it connects, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's quite what I want. So, what if we stick to this idea? No, let's do that. You bigger. It's gonna be a problem. I want to fill this up, but I can't. I could if I could scale hack, but I don't have any hacks installed, so. You kinda can't tell. I could also just make that bigger. Wow. I don't think I need that. Don't fade, turn off glow. Almost forgot. Well, first of all, we need to be. What group was this? Oh. Disable. Can I set it to default, or can I make it black, maybe? Oh, not that. Or... this. It's not... It's not quite like a even outline everywhere, is it? Um... Okay. Well then, what if I make it white in the middle? Oh, then you can't see the inside. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna just move this out of the way and try another thing. Okay, so going back to these, what if I do this? That kind of does get like a solid outline. That's kind of cool. 4, 5, and then check that in there. I mean, it's simple, but oh well. Almost forgot. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just... Like, can we just try something wacky and just do, like, that? Hmm. That's interesting, because then, like, it would do that. But still, it's not really what I'm after. Okay, I'm just gonna see what something like that looks like. Actually, I don't hate that. Again, I'm gonna put it down here. I like that one better. I might use it later, But I have another idea, which is similar, but we take out this. We do this. Or just do that. How's that look? Right? How's this gonna be then? Find a good spot to fit this one. They can be half spaced, so I could do that as well. No, don't fade. There we go. Well, I guess that's kind of better. I think it's the best one so far. Yo, what's up, Emeham? How's it going? Oh, obviously I can't put one there, because then you can't get the coin. So it's gonna mostly be just these ones, isn't it? Yo, what's up, Naylor? How's it going? I've not streamed in a couple of weeks because I was sick for a little while, but I'm getting back into things. I always find this is a problem with these saws, is that I can never find like a good spot to fit them in. Like, is that okay, or is that gonna make it too difficult? It's not particularly difficult, but I don't know, it just feels a bit cramped. I'm addicted to one game, been playing several hours per day. Oh, what have you been playing? I always get into these sort of things though as well. Suddenly get addicted to like one game. I always say that that's the sort of thing that I get with something like Minecraft, or you know, something that you can easily sink like hours into. But like I don't play it like too often, but when I do, I end up playing it for way too long. It happens with GG every now and then. Like, I actually hadn't played that much, but then when I decided to start making this level, I built like these first couple sections all in one go. I spent like a few hours solid just building in the editor, and you know, you get you get to a point where it's like really fun, but then there's also get to a point where you run out of ideas and then you're like, oh. So I don't know. But this is a cool like building challenge, which is why I wanted to make a level for this. It's quite interesting to have to build things snapped to the grid. It's a game that got released on mobile recently, and it fits into the category of time-killing games. Yeah. Fair enough. It's called Vampire Survivors. Interesting. Can I fit this in here then? I don't know if that works, but I could always move the like moving blocks to suit. Oh no, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Having these things here is, yeah, that's easy. But I don't know about that. Let's play it in the editor and see. Well, that's certainly fine. Maybe something like that. Don't normally play games that have the same setting. I think that works. I'm gonna add some background details, but I'll figure it out. Do I keep the hexagons? Do I just like do more of these on the floor? I feel like that works. Like I could do something else that rotates, but I feel like the hexagons just work so well. I do like these things. I don't know. The hexagons are good. I might just stick with them. So I can half space, so I could actually do that. And again, I can half space to there. Something like that. Almost every level feels like they copied the style of another level. I mean, so many level styles have been done at this point, you know. It's hard. It's very hard to be unique at this point. Right now, I need to rotate alternating ones. Got so long, got to cook and play Vampire Survivors, you know, that's fair. Who am I to blame you? I probably won't stream for too much longer anyway. I'm getting to the point where I don't really know what I'm doing next. I hope this is like somewhat I hope this is like somewhat different from, I mean, I don't know. I don't particularly strive to make crazy unique things. I just want it to look good, but I don't want it to blend in too much. I hope it's at least somewhat somewhat interesting, I guess. Yeah, I feel like the hexagons are just a good, easy thing to just have at the bottom. But I need a background, and I don't know what to do. These are quite cool. Maybe like... if we do that, what is that? You still get a bit of a... you still get these ones. I thought it might be cool just to have, like, the inside bit, but... Well, I could always do something like that. have like these bits moving in the background. Oh, an interesting idea, maybe. Actually, I'm so curious as to what this would look like if they rotated as well. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know, man. That's kind of cool. Oh, also, that's on 13 now, so I'm going to need to make a new layer. Let's go to 20. I kind of like that. I don't know. That's an idea. Also, what if I did something like that, and it's like a repeating pattern? How does that rotate? Does it like match up? Oh, it does. Oh. Wait, why are only some of them rotating? Is it just like a editor thing? That's kind of cool. How they like match up to each other. Interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna play around with that, I think. I'm probably gonna end there. It was just kind of like a chill getting back into things stream. I'll be back tomorrow, I imagine, doing maybe some like, I don't know, I might see if there's like some demons I want to play or something like that. Or if I do get some more ideas, then, you know, I'll do some more building streams, but yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it from me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.